Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So like I was stating early in the short, I'm gonna talk about it's nap time, so don't mind my daughter. I'm sorry. So this video is about healing narcissistic abuse. So let's start from the beginning. So I was adopted and I was in foster care. I was adopted by this foster mother that abused me. Obviously, I grew up with her never being home, always being scared, never knowing what was going on, if I was going to eat. I don't know. So because of that, I started running outside, running the streets. Y'all already know, looking for love outside because I didn't really know what love was. After my granny died, everything went crazy. So it was just hectic. And with that being said, I graduated early because all I did was go to school. And I went to summer school. I went to every school there was, and she used to send me to like sleepaway camps. Nothing happened to me there, but enough was happening to me at the house that nobody knew about. I would get beat unconscious for no reason. She was like an alcoholic. She was always sleeping around with different people coming in the house. It was just too much, right? It was like a revolving door in the house, if you know what I mean. Then she got married, then divorced, then again with the hitting. So I basically got tired of it. I think I was like 16, and these boys jumped me from around the corner. I used to live around the corner from Vanderveer. That's in Brooklyn. So I'm from New York. And if you know, you know. Vanderveer Projects is nasty. It's nasty. And this boy, I think his name was Country or whatever, he used to be hanging around. All these boys, they used to follow me. So they knew basically, you know, your routine. You know, when you see a kid and they walk in the street by themselves, that's why you should never leave your girl children to walk the street, walk home from school by themselves, because people are always watching. People are always watching. And you don't know who's looking at them. So they jumped me and they molested me. You know, RAPED, right? And I told my foster mother, and she told me that I was a HOE, like my mother. Like, bro, what? So that's what she said, right? Now, all of that, I held up all that pain and I held it inside. And when she hit me for the last time, I called the cops, got her arrested because that's child abuse, right? And because I wasn't 18, I had to basically tell the judge that I wanted her to stay home and I wanted to stay with her and not go into another foster care house. The reason I didn't want to go to another foster care because I heard all the stories about kids getting molested, kids getting this and that and all that touched. I didn't want that. You know, I was already in a narcissistic household with an abuser, with a bipolar individual that hated children, or she hated herself. So she treated me like how she felt about herself, but I didn't know that yet, right? But we're going to get to that. So because she treated me disgusting, all I knew was anger. So I got in a lot of trouble as a kid. I applied to a lot of things, you know. I basically did a lot of gymnastics, a lot of sports in school. I did track. I did everything to, you know, get my mind away from that. The abuse that I was going home to, nobody knew. So I used to take food from the supermarket because I was starving, right? And I even had the security guards helping me because I told them, like, I'm home alone and I'm hungry. And, you know, that's what I mean. There was nothing else to say. That's why I'm taking the food. I wasn't taking candy. I was taking bread, sausages, anything that could fit in my book bag that I could eat because I was a kid, right? I'm not going to be cooking. So that being said, now I enlisted in the military when I was 18 because I'm an adult. I left, they came and got me on my birthday because I graduated school 1 year early. So I had to literally wait a whole year with this individual. I'm going to call her because there's no reason to name call, right? I've grown. Now, I met my first ex-husband when I was like 17, I think, 18, whatever. And he was also a narcissist, which was crazy. I went from one to the other. But that's because I was supposed to realize my self-love, my self-worth. I was supposed to realize that I'm getting treated like this and shown this side of people because I have to wake up and realize that I have to love myself, right? So I was looking for love outside of myself, looking for love in all the wrong places. Y'all already know. All that people pleasing, I finished. I was over it. All that trying to make people happy, trying to be scared, always living in fear, always scared of the next person I'm gonna talk to. All of those things, I released it. I let go of all that trauma because it's not gonna help you holding on to these things. When you hold on to it, you make your heart heavy. When you make your heart heavy, it blocks you from love. Don't block yourself off from love just because of what one person or two people did to you. What you need to do is change your mindset. Change the way that you look at it from a perspective of this is the way they feel about themselves. So they treated you nasty. Not they treated you nasty because that's how it is. No, you didn't do nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. That was all on them. So don't ever judge yourself or, you know what I'm saying, come at you, rebuke yourself for the things that other people do to you. Just look at it as a lesson. This is a lesson. This life is a lesson. You gotta go through these obstacles to get a better you out of it. The outcome should be a better you. Like, you should grow and learn and grow from this experience. Don't date another person that's like him. If you date somebody and he turns out to be like that person, leave. All you do is leave. Don't be scared. Don't be intimidated. Just leave, because that's entity following to see if you could be broken. They're trying to break you down, especially chosen ones, especially light workers. All these enlightened individuals or light beings, all of them are being attacked because they want to take your destiny. Nobody can steal your destiny. Let me tell you, they could just slow it down. So don't let them win. If you was born into a toxic family, that's because you chose that. You chose to be born there so you could have your awakening. You could wake up to know who you are. Remember who you are. These entities that's here to teach you a lesson. They're here to break you down, to take what's yours, to rob, steal, Kill, and destroy, like in the Bible. Y'all read it. Even if you didn't, you already know. Y'all already know what the things are in it, right? You know. So I was heavy in my Bible. I even went to a church and I was a Bible school teacher until God showed me what was really in that building, because not everyone in church is holy, right? Yeah. But we're not talking about that. But I healed because I basically wanted children, and I was tired of having multiple miscarriages because I was with the wrong person, because it was an entity and it never was going to happen. God is not going to allow you to recreate with a demonic entity. He's not. So I don't know. God is not going to allow you to procreate with an entity because they're not of the light. A being that's not of the light. You got to watch what you say with YouTube. So at the end of the day, I scripted, I journaled, I wrote a lot. I went and I walked barefoot on the grass. I connected with earth. I connected with Mother Nature. I went out in the sun every day. Don't keep yourself inside and don't get no vitamin D, because that makes you depressed. It keeps you in your head. When you depressed, go outside. The first thing you get these thoughts, they're not yours. Remember, these are not my thoughts. Go outside. If you get these hateful thoughts in your mind, that's not you. If you a good person and you're a light being and you're always good to people, you get nasty thoughts, that's somebody projecting onto you. That's somebody sending you negative energy. That's evil eye, right? That's somebody sending you negative entities. They're sending them to you. And because you're hearing it and you're getting it, you're hearing all these talks in your head, that's not real. That's not real. All right. So you got to wake up and remember who you are. I healed. You can heal, because all I did was basically start meditating, start getting into laws of attraction, start reading, did a lot of research. I read a lot. I did a lot of school. I went through a lot of places. I traveled a lot of places. I read a lot. I stay in the library. Even if you're an empath and you connect with a lot of vibrations, a lot of emotions, disconnect from that. Do not accept no emotion that's not yours. Even your children. They are their own entity. They're their own being. Let them be them. So you are your own universe. That's why it's called universe, because you're your own universe. You create your world. Do not, if you someplace you don't want to be, imagine yourself someplace else. Keep feeling it, and you will be there. Eventually, these things will have to clear out. God will release them. Pray. That's my thing to you. Pray. I prayed a lot. I pray a lot every day. I mean, you could say I'm Muslim. I pray so much. I wake up, I pray. I pray when I'm talking. I pray when I'm at work. I pray when I'm home. I pray when I'm in the bathroom. I pray when I'm in the kitchen. When I'm cooking. I don't know. I pray all the time. Like, I pray all the time. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed of the love that I have and the relationship I have with God. I'm not. I used to be, but I'm not. Nobody can come at me and tell me about my past, because I am my past. My past is no longer me. I already healed from that, and I'm a new version. So you can't even try to intimidate me with nothing. And I want the same thing for you. So I wish you nothing but blessings, healing, prosperity, growth, and I will be posting more videos about motivational things, healing, law of attraction, how to help yourself, and what to do, because this world needs a lot more love, like a lot, because it's really lacking it, and it's sad to see. And I'm not going to raise my children in a house not full of love. Like this house, every place we go to, even in the shelter, I made sure I poured love into my child, because I want to fill up her cup. Like mine was empty as a kid. My children, they cup will always be overflowing with love. You understand? So thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting on my video. Sending you lots of love, right? And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.